Okay, so this video was recorded the same day I recorded Disappointed. And I'm not sure if I'm gonna make this the next day or half an hour later because it really is just like a continuation. I've been thinking about it. And something in my head just keeps going around and around in circles, and it's kind of like my brother Simon's always asking why I'm still here. Why have we not moved on? Why are we still around? And I go because we have debts to pay. And we have dues to pay. And Bobby had a friend who used to live here, and his name was Kevin. I don't think Kevin's gonna care that I use his name. And Kevin said something, and I don't think he really said it in much that anybody else heard, and it was mostly because me and him were the two only black people here. The things that I've already kind of gotten comfortable, and I think he's seen that. And he said this, not to me directly, but kind of like as a side when he was, when he had the tasks to do, and I'm stalling to try to think of another way to say this that isn't exactly how he said it, because it's not something that I would say. It's not words that I would use, but honestly, to understand the context of what he's banging in the back of my head, it might make more sense. No, I'm gonna have to edit it a little bit. So the thing that he said was, why don't these people do their own chores? And if you can imagine, he didn't say people. And I kind of thought about that, and then kind of, threw it away. I had other things to do. I had other things to take care of. In my mind, I was contributing, like other people in the house who also had to pay rent, or other people who also had to like pay their dues and such like. And I realize right now in this current environment of this household, I'm the only one actually paying rent. Maybe, as far as I know. Bobby lost his job, so he's not paying rent, but he's doing more. He's contributing his time and energy. Tyler works, but like I said in the other video, it really isn't a prolonged period of time to kind of let go of everything else. Josh doesn't have a room, so he's been more or less crashing in the living room, using an old phone that I had, because his is just gone. Someone took it. No, it wasn't me. God, no. I have enough technology that I acquired myself without having to steal from other people. CJ, Dad has an agreement with him. And it's just, I'm paying rent. And I'm doing things as much as I can to help out. Because I understand if the ship sinks, so do I. But I have to admit, this morning, alone, I rotated the dogs twice. Before I left, to go to the food bank for the household, because I live here and I need to eat too. And when I came back, I also helped take care of Graham for breakfast and lunch. Clean up the floor, put away the food. Later on, I have to do dishes. How Tyler treated me yesterday, I felt disrespected. And the fact that, he might come over and rotate dogs if someone asks him to. But I think there are times I've seen that he's come in, grab food, and just kind of left. And if I haven't said, hey, can you do me a favor and rotate dogs, he probably wouldn't. I'm not saying that he doesn't care, but it doesn't occur to him. It doesn't occur to him at all. And Josh has a tendency of not rotating dogs unless they're he gets up and they're dancing around his feet, preventing him to move. At the same time, I live in a tower, so I don't really deal with the whole dog thing. I even had to clean up messes this morning because there were little gifts left behind by the dogs. Signification that they weren't really rotated last night. I was down there last night. I should have done that. But at the same time, I'm not the only one here. Then how do I tell other people? Obviously, Tyler couldn't be bothered yesterday, and Josh, who is virtually living downstairs on the couch with all the other dogs, doesn't occur to him. Maybe I should rotate them more than whenever they dance around my feet whenever I get up every 6 hours. But at the same time, Josh has helped me out too. When I'm actually preoccupied, he will take care of Graham. and he will take care of certain things that I'm like, hey, I'm kind of busy doing something else. Can you handle that? But at the same time, these are not my chores. These are not my dogs. And even the food that I eat, sometimes I get not chastised, but like, maybe not criticized, but along the same lines of like, oh, you eating that. And it's I like I contribute to the food. Yeah, I'm eating this. I contribute to my living here. So it doesn't mean I do whatever I please, but it should allow me some, I don't know, liberties, I guess. What I'm trying to say, that I've been trying to say for the past 5 minutes, is the idea of responsibility. Where is mine? It's to myself and the people who I care about, yes. Another example, I was talking to a friend yesterday about, I had new information that would be able to help my friend during a crisis that they had. And I'm like, okay, cool, I gave you this piece of information that previously you were like, okay, well, I don't know how to do this. And this is more or less the one thing that's kind of stopping me. I'm like, cool, I got some information the other day. I'm like, cool, I got this information that will be able to help you get over that. And it was just excuses after excuses after excuses. And it's like, I did something that I didn't even have to do. I did it more or less, one, so that I have a peace of mind. So, because I had information, what kind of friend would I be if I didn't relay that information? But they just keep giving up excuses. Tyler, last night, excuses. Josh, yeah, I'll get around to it. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, I'll take care of it. And if it's not something I'm like, hey, can you do this now? I don't want to tell people what to do. At the same time, I want to be helpful, but I don't want to be the only one doing things. For instance, for the food bank, Josh could have gone down because he actually has an account down there. He could have gone down to the food bank and brought something back. It didn't occur to him that that's something that he should consider doing. Tyler, all week this week, Sue and Chuck did their best to try to get him rides for work. And I confirmed those rides. I called those rides. I confirmed, I was like, hey, make sure, are you so interested in taking Tyler to work this afternoon? I had to find another set of people to be able to bring him back. Technically, that's something Tyler should do. The thing is that if he doesn't do it, he loses that. I care. And even though I'm mad at him, I still care about Tyler, but I wanted him to do well. But how long do I have to carry everybody else? And then do I really feel like I'm carrying everybody else? Can I do anything by myself? Of course, because I'm doing it now. The fact that people don't approve of the way that I eat, that's understandable. Let me get my own food. Let me get my own place. And it's not even a question of let me. It's that I am. I'm going to do these things. I'm going to show these people I don't really need you. You guys need me more. And a lot of other people can see that. And I think they understand that to be a certain thing. Like, oh yeah, we do kind of need Nick. Not need me, but he does do a lot. There we go. Question is, why am I still doing it? And the answer really is because the reason I still do it because I'm still here. So if I dislike it, I gotta move, and that has to be my goal. And that's sad. The realization that I do so much for everybody else that I can start to do things for myself is a long time coming. And it's scary, yeah, because it's change. But if I don't start doing a lot more for me, then I really am an indentured servant, and I don't want to be that. And I think we all know the other word for indentured servant. This is a really sad situation I got myself into.